Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving into the world of Bulova, the brand that redefined luxury with raw innovation, bold design, and timeless mastery. From the revolutionary Lunar pilot to avant-garde complications that challenge imagination, we're counting down the top 10 Bulova watches that will absolutely leave you speechless. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's begin this horological journey. Number 10. Bulova Classic 96C104. In the hushed sanctum of mid-century elegance, where silver whispers echo across polished vaults of understated grace, the Bulova Classic 96C104 emerges as a minimalist sonnet etched in stainless steel, its 37mm case a slender 6mm silhouette of timeless restraint, curving with the subtle poetry of a forgotten ledger's ledger lines. This quartz heirloom, cradled in a polished bezel that frames the silver-white dial like a silver moon in nocturnal repose, pulses with a precise movement attuned to plus 15 seconds monthly, Dauphine hands gliding over baton markers in a ballet of quiet sophistication, date window at 3 o'clock, a discreet portal veiled by mineral crystal's unyielding gaze. The black embossed leather strap drapes the wrist like aged vellum from a Renaissance tome, pinbuckle fastening with the click of inherited poise, water sealed to 30 meters for the gentle patter of evening rains. At the threshold of dreams around $150, it stands as a beacon for the soul-seeking sanctuary and simplicity, where Bulova's heritage distills opulence to its essence, a timepiece that doesn't proclaim luxury but embodies it in every unadorned arc, evoking the soft hush of candlelit confessions and the infinite calm of cuff-linked composure, a wristbound ode to the extraordinary concealed in the everyday's eternal embrace. Number 9. Bulova Snorkel 96B220. Beneath the cerulean veil of coral-kissed currents, where sunlight fractures into sapphire shards across submerged spires, the Bulova Snorkel 96B220 surfaces as a retro relic reborn, its 43mm stainless steel case a 5nm hydrodynamic him of 1959's pioneering plunge, the original skin diver special reimagined with ergonomic lugs that hug the wrist like a siren's supple coil. This aquatic artisan, bezel bound by a fixed frame etched in subtle fluting that catches tidal gleams like foam on wave crests, throbs with a quartz movement of unerring fidelity, blue sunray dial rippling like ocean swells under luminous hands and markers that ignite with nocturnal fire, date at 3 o'clock a steadfast beacon amid the bi-level expanse, all shielded by domed mineral crystal's resilient dome. Screwback fortifies 100 meters of submersion, a nod to snorkeling's serene depths, while the stainless steel bracelet flows in 5-link fluidity with fold-over clasps' secure whisper. Priced at the siren song of $400, it anchors Bulova's archive as a diver's dirge of vintage valor, evoking the muffled symphony of bubble veils and the weightless rapture of reef reveries, a timepiece that doesn't conquer the crest but communes with its churning heart, etching tales of tidal trysts on the wrist with the indelible ink of innovation's inexhaustible legacy, where every tick traces the blue heart of exploration's first breath. Number 8. Bulova Rubaiyat 8R. Within the opulent alcoves of Persian poetry, where rubies gleam like forbidden verses under chandelier's fractured fire, the Bulova Rubaiyat 98R248 blooms as a feminine fortress of faceted allure, its 35mm rose gold tone stainless steel case a 9mm reliquary of 1970s grandeur, halo bezel encrusted with diamonds that sparkle like dewdrops on dawn-lit damask. This jeweled jewel, crowned by a synthetic blue spinel cabochon at 12 o'clock that winks like Omar Khayyam's wine-dark muse, harbors a quartz movement of crystalline calm, textured silver-white dial unfolding Roman numerals and 50 handset diamonds, TW, in a labyrinth of luminous intimacy, blued hands traversing hours with the grace of a gazel's refrain, double-curved sapphire crystal arching overhead like a lover's arched brow. The rose-gold tone bracelet coils with butterfly closure's delicate decree, water-resistant to 30 meters for life's languid lapse, exhibition case back unveiling the goddess of time in dimensional relief. At $90.95, it crowns Rubaiyat's renaissance as a siren's call to the discerning diva, evoking the velvet hush of velvet-draped divans and the electric frisson of jewel-toned jewels, a timepiece that adorns with the audacity of antiquity sparkling yet serene, transforming the wrist into a canvas of clandestine couture, where every facet whispers of Bulova's defiant fusion of form and flawless femininity. Number 7, Bulova Marine Star 98B352. In the thunderous coliseum of maritime mayhem, where waves crash like coliseum cheers against salt-scarred shores, the Bulova Marine Star 98B352 ignites as a chronograph's nautical thunderbolt. Its 44mm stainless steel arena, a 13mm cockpit of 1980s resurgence, ratcheted bezel with black glass insert rotating with the click of captain's command. This oceanic overlord, powered by a 6-hand quartz chronograph at + 15 seconds monthly, unfolds subdials orbiting at 6 and 12 o'clock like planetary pursuits in the black dial's abyssal ink, luminous hands and markers blazing trails under superlumina's bioluminescent blaze, date at 4:30 a fleeting checkpoint amid the fray, domed mineral crystal magnifying the drama to 200 meters of screwback sanctuary. The stainless steel bracelet coils like anchor chain over the pulse, fold-over buckle with safety bar yielding to tidal tempests, evoking equatorial expeditions. At $600, it accelerates Marine Star's pantheon as a fusion of professional pulse and chronometric crescendo, summoning the roar of finish lines on foam-flecked decks and the hush of victory's velvet aftermath. A timepiece that captures not just the pulse of passage but the very adrenaline of ambition's arc, etching epics in every elapsed embrace of the sea's unyielding siren song, where Bulova's bold bezel binds the bearer to blue realms in buoyant, unbreakable grace. Number 6. Bulova Jet Star 96B177. From the contrail-carved skies of 1973's supersonic sonnets, where angular audacity sliced through stratospheric silences, the Bulova Jet Star 96B177 erupts as a retro rocket of high-frequency horizon, its 40mm gold-toned stainless steel case a 10.5mm angular edifice of faceted flare, broad planes polished to catch cockpit gleams like afterburner's amber glow. This aerial alchemist, bezel-honed to distortionless splendor with Zaratsu edges that refract runway lights in hypnotic harmony, harbors the Precisionist 262 carts quartz Vanguard 8-fold frequency for +5 seconds yearly accuracy, sweeping seconds hand gliding 16 beats per second in fluid defiance of digital decree, sunburst silver-white dial rippling with blue and red retro runes where baton markers and sword hands conduct temporal thrust. Domed sapphire crystal vaults this cockpit to 100 meters against monsoon migrations, while the blue leather strap interchangeable in limited guise molds to the wrist like a pilot's gloved grip, deployant clasp clicking with couture conviction. At $750, it crowns Jet Star's revival as a defiant dispatch to quartz skeptics, where vintage vibes ladder legacy to liberation, evoking the sublime swirl of gathering storms at 30,000 feet and the resolute hush of peak solitude, a timepiece that elevates the electric to the eternal, forging Bulova's ticking thunder into horology's grand, gasping gallery of groundbreaking grace. Number 5, Bulova Wilton GMT 98B252. Across the meridional meridians of midnight flights, where constellations chart wanderlust's wild arc over gilded globes, the Bulova Wilton GMT 98B252 soars as a dressy diplomat of dual-time decree, its 43mm stainless steel case a 12mm bastion of brushed and polished poise, smooth bezel cradling recessed lugs like a diplomat's discreet dossier. This worldly warder, empowered by the Miyota 9075 automatic A24-joule self-winder at 28,800 VPH with 42-hour reserve, and true GMT's jumping local. Hour unfurls a blue 4-hand dial where Roman numerals stand as elegant edicts, scarlet GMT arrow piercing the bicolored 24-hour chapter ring like a scarlet sunrise over foreign spires. Date at 3 o'clock, a cartographic cue beneath anti-reflective domed sapphires vault. Screw-down display back unveils the rotor's rhythmic reel, 30 meters ceiling against urban drizzle, while the leather strap in supple navy whispers of heirloom intimacy against the pulse. Priced at $800, it bridges Wilton's heritage with traveler's tenacity, evoking the hum of transoceanic turbines and the thrill of horizon-hopping heartbeats, a timepiece that binds the globe's grand narrative to the wrist, turning every tick into a passport to perpetual discovery amid the symphony of synchronized souls, where Bulova's elegant ethos elevates the everyday to an oracle of octagonal omniscience. Number 4. Bulova Oceanographer 96B104. Plunging into emerald abysses where kelp cathedrals sway to submarine symphonies, the Bulova Oceanographer 96B104, revered devil diver of 1972's bold blueprint reigns as the Leviathan's luminous legacy, its 41mm stainless steel hull, a 11.5mm C-case colossus of retromite, sloping shoulders evoking the supercompressor's storied silhouette. This vintage vanguard, bezel-armored in unidirectional acrylic with orange and black scales that grip elapsed eternities like coral-clad currents, throbs with a quartz movement of unerring rhythm, crosshair dial in vibrant orange engulfing cylindrical hour markers that swell like barnacles under loom's abyssal luminescence, broad sword hands navigating nocturnal navies beneath double-domed sapphire's expansive expanse, screw-down crown and caseback lock 200 meters of ISO immersion, anti-magnetic shield-repelling terrestrial tempests, while the polyurethane strap coils supple as kelp in the flow, quick-adjust clasp for seamless submersion. At $900, it dominates oceanographers' depths as a diver's dream of disproportionate daring, evoking the primordial pulse of pressure's embrace and the triumphant breach into blinding blue, a timepiece that devours darkness, not with mechanical muscle but crystalline soul. The devil divers roar, a resonant reminder that true titans thrive on Bulova's unquenchable fire, forever arming the adventurer with the wrist's most wondrous weapon against the infinite indigo. Number 3. Bulova Precisionist 96B104. At the quantum crossroads of quartz's crystalline creed and mechanical mimicry, where vibrations forge fidelity from fleeting photons, the Bulova Precisionist 96B104 strides forth as the everyman's grail of gliding grace, its 40mm stainless steel edifice a 12mm symphony of symmetry, smooth sweep-defying digital decree in 262 Hz eightfold frequency, housing the proprietary UHF Quartza thermocompensated Titan at plus 18 seconds yearly. This icon's dial unfolds in silver opaline expanse where baton markers and central hands conduct hours with balletic precision, date window a discrete oracle at 3 o'clock beneath domed mineral crystals armored clarity. Screwback vaults 100 meters against life's tempests, exhibition optional to glimpse the tuning fork's intricate ballet, while the 5-link stainless bracelet flows like forged mercury over the pulse. With 50-meter resistance, it weathers daily dramas with stoic grace. Priced at $500 as the purest distillation of Bulova's revolutionary ethos quartz, as noble as gold, design as eternal as the stars. It wears like a badge of quiet insurgency, evoking the forge's primal heat and the vault's cool hush, a timepiece that doesn't merely adorn but ignites the soul's inner chronometer, bridging the chasm between aspiration and attainment in a cascade of horological harmony, where every silken sweep etches the extraordinary into the ordinary's unyielding orbit. Number 2. Bulova MIL-SHIPS 98B352. From the fog-shrouded forges of 1950s naval nights, where prototypes plunged into pressure's primal fury, the Bulova MIL-SHIPS 98B352 rises as a phoenix from the embers of unissued valor, its 41mm stainless steel case a 13mm bulwark of brushed fortitude, faithfully facsimiled from the MIL-SHIPS W2181 specs that seduced yet eluded the U.S. Navy's siren call. This military maven, girded by a unidirectional bezel etched with dive-scale glyphs in black ceramic that rotates with the inexorable grind of tectonic plates, pulses with the Miyota 82S0 automatic core, a 21-joule whirlwind at 21,600 VPH across 42 hours of indomitable reserve, black dial a vortex of applied cathedral indices and lumi-bright charged hands that erupt like bioluminescent eruptions. Date at 3 o'clock, a steadfast dohyo line magnified beneath sapphire's domed anti-reflective clarity. Screw-down crown and exhibition caseback seal 200 meters of submersion. Moisture indicator at 6 o'clock, a tactical talisman turning talc white at intrusion's whisper, while the 5-link stainless bracelet withstands the ring's relentless pressure with deployant clasp's defiant grip. At $800, it claims the throne of accessible apocalypse in Bulova's arsenal, where MIL-SHIPS enormity symbolizes resilience's raw rapture, evoking the thunderous slap of salt on skin, and the triumphant heave from depth's defiant grip, a timepiece that embodies not mere survival but the glorious grapple with infinity's blue-black breast, transforming the arm into an anchor for adventures unbound by history's half-forgotten forge. Number 1. Bulova Lunar Pilot 96B251. And now, the zenith of our odyssey, the Bulova Lunar Pilot 96B251 ascends as the undisputed sovereign of stellar subtlety, a 45mm stainless steel apparition of 13.5 meters cosmic conquest, homage to 1971's Apollo 15 thunderclap, where Dave Scott's unauthorized chronograph carved contrails across the Sea of Tranquility's silken dust. Powered by the Precisionist UHF quartz, a 200 kHz prodigy at +10 seconds yearly, 6 hands sweeping in symphonic precision. This lunar legend eschews dates for purity's poignant pause, black dial a vast plane of mission black, where tachymeter scales orbit subdials like orbiting modules, blued chronograph hand a cerulean comet piercing the void, luminous indices and fool markers traversing with the levity of zero-gravity zephyrs, all vaulted by Sapphire's unyielding gaze and screwback sealing 50 meters of earthly tempests, dual straps textured black leather and nylon with nubuck patch-etched 0821971, drape the wrist like EVA gloves in repose, fold-over clasp undulating like a rover's resilient tread. At $3,950 for the special edition Celestial Cachet, it reigns as Bulova's ultimate testament. The pilot's generous scale, a canvas for timeless tension, where thinness belies profound depth, evoking the sublime hush of mountaintop dawns and the infinite quiet of stellar voids. A timepiece that doesn't conquer the cosmos but elevates the wrist to horological divinity, the heartbeat of innovation distilled to its most poetic pulse, forever etching the soul with the indelible grace of the extraordinary made intimate, humanity's highest high on the arm of every aspiring astronaut. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 Bulova watches that prove why this brand continues to reign as one of the holy trinity of Swiss horology. Which one stunned you the most? The timeless Royal Oak or one of the daring concept models? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into the world of luxury watches. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay classy, stay timeless.